What's up, comic fans, and it's time for that new comic book day haul. Alright, so we're gonna go through the books we got 50 centers, we got books from 2 weeks ago, we got books from this past week, and we're gonna get into it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Alright, let's do it. Let's get into those 50 centers. Alright, so I always say this, I like to do like little themes or something. So this week we've got the Mighty Avengers. I believe this is from 2013, Al Ewing book. I think Greg Land was on a lot of the art early on. So let's do it. First up, we got Mighty Avengers number 3. This is where Power Man, the Alvarez version of Power Man, I guess, and White Tiger join the Mighty Avengers. And these are all 50-cent books. So, I mean, they're pretty much 50 cents anyway, but these are like minor key 50-cent books. All right, next up, we got Mighty Avengers number 4. This is the first appearance of the 4th Ronin. All right. And the first appearance of Jason Quantrill later becomes the avatar of the Beyond Corporation. Alright. Pretty cool. Looks like you got the Ronin nunchucking Spider-Man in the head? I don't know. What's that about? Is that a boot? Alright, next up, we got the Mighty Avengers number 8. This is the first appearance of Dr. Positron, right? So this is Max Brashear, the son of the Blue Marvel. And also, I believe, the first cameo appearance of Kevin Brashear, the eldest son of the Blue Marvel. So the Blue Marvel's got some kids. All right. Next up, we got the Mighty Avengers number 9. This is the issue where Blade reveals himself to be the 4th Ronin. All right. Also, the first appearance of Evald Scorpion, who is later turned into Neo-Hedron by the Maker. Maker doing that thing he does, where he does stuff. And we have the first full appearance of Kevin Brashear in this book. Alright, last but not least, and then we're going to put these away. We're going to bag and board them. We have the Mighty Avengers number 14, and I believe this is where all the Mighty Avengers become like an amalgam. I don't know. They become the Prime Avenger. So, but that was a little run of minor keys of the Mighty Avengers that I picked up. 50 cents a piece. Alright, now let's get into the books, the new books that came out 2 weeks ago and this week. Alright, first up we have Miles Morales Spider-Man number 21. This came out like 2 weeks ago, or 2 new comic book days ago, not including June 26th. So June 26th will make another new comic book day. So these were 19th, this was the 12th, I believe, June 12th. Check my calendar real quick. So this was a June 12th book. All right. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 21. All right, we see where Miles gets bit by Blade. It's part of the Blood Hunt series. Sorry if I spoiled that, but read it if you want some information on how come Miles isn't turning very quickly. All right. He's dealing with some stuff, but Miles is a tough cookie, so he hasn't quite changed yet. Here's a book that I need to read, or it's in the read pile. This is Monolith number 2. This is part of the Spawn universe. All right. If you like giant hulking spawns, this might be the book for you. Also set in space, so it's crazy. Another crazy book that I need to read that I haven't yet, Transformers number 9. Awesome white cover. You got Optimus Prime holding up the world like Atlas. All right. This was another June 12th book. And here's another book I need to read because I believe issue 4 comes out this week. Blood Hunt number 3. So after I'm done here, I'm gonna run off and actually read these books. All right, these are books now that came out the past New Comic Book Day. All right, so these are the 19th. But we got Batman 149. This is a good like wrap up to what we had happening, right? So we had the whole Zaran Ra debacle with Failsafe and all that other stuff, and this is like Batman getting back to being part of the family, getting them all together, getting a new base of operations, the whole thing, just tying this up for Chip Zdarsky to get on with the next run. I believe Chip Zdarsky's gonna continue on, and if not, he's wrapped it up nicely for the next person. Next book we had Teenie Howard. This is Catwoman number 66. All right. Basically, Catwoman's been having these dreams, and she's had all these lives, but it's kind of revealed in this issue that it may not be what we thought it was. It may not have been a god that gave her 9 lives, and it may have been the same meteorite, or a piece of a meteorite that, gave Vandal Savage his powers, that may be also, helping the cat out. But, the only problem is it's lodged inside of her, and if they don't get it out of her, she could die for real. So it's keeping her alive, but at the same time killing her slowly. That's what I got out of it. This is part 8. I believe it's a 9-part series. Could be wrong, could be 10. Next up, and we're switching gears now from DC to Marvel, we have Ultimate Spider-Man number 6. We see the Green Goblin and Spider-Man fighting Kingpin in this book. So if that's what you're looking for, then go ahead and grab that. This book has some action. Alright, next up we have The Immortal Thor number 12. In this book, Thor has to learn to use more than his might and his hammer and his strength. He's got to use his wit to defeat his opponent here. But Thor's doing what he's got to do to be, the next ruler of Asgard and Midgard. So moving on, we have Doctor Strange number 16. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in. What we do have is Wong guarding Doctor Strange's vampiric body. And what we see here is Blade causing some more trouble, getting Victor Strange, the long-lost, estranged, trapped brother in the mirror dimension of Doctor Strange. And he kind of inhabits Doctor Strange's body, and Wong basically gets his butt kicked because he can't stab Doctor Strange's brother and also Doctor Strange's body. So he's basically, helpless. Like, he puts up a good fight and then he's like, I can't win this fight, and he runs. But check out Doctor Strange, fun read. Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man number 52. We have the Spider Goblin here, and Peter gets a quick reprieve for bringing the Spider Goblin in this issue. So what we do have is Chasm. Chasm's in this book, and Chasm kind of I'll let you read it, but he basically gets Peter out of being the Spider Goblin, at least for a little time being, and he's like, man, I really just thought that would kill him. So he really wasn't trying to save him so much as just stop the Spider Goblin. So overall good issue, and now Peter's got a little time to figure out what to do before he transforms back into Spider Goblin. Will he solve the mystery, or will he be turned back? I don't know. Tune in to Spider-Man number 53. Alright, we're switching gears now again. We're with the indies. We have Destro number 1. I do like the interaction, and we kind of get a better grip on who Destro is in this one. And I was saying I do like the interaction between Cobra and Destro. I wasn't totally in love with the art here, but we're going to give it a try. See if that doesn't pull us too far out of the book. But otherwise, solid read. Really delves into the character of Destro. We get a better understanding of who he is, I think, in this book. And I guess that's what these whole mini-series are about, right? Getting to learn who these characters are, right? So Duke and Cobra, now Destro and Scarlet, right? So it's doing its job. Next up, we have House of Slaughter, number 24. We find out some interesting things about Jace Butcher in this book. Primarily that he's using the dead in a way, right? Reanimating bodies, but he didn't know he was doing that, so that's a whole thing. So if you're into zombies, now check out House of Slaughter. Not just monsters anymore, zombies. 100% more zombies. Next up, we have Misery, number 1. This is also a Spawn Universe title. This is the daughter of Wanda, who was married to Al Simmons, who's Spawn, right? From what I understand, though, this is not Spawn's daughter. It's just Wanda's daughter. She has some powers, and we see her attacked on the subway, and kind of pulls out the powers, and we're like, okay, well, now we know she has powers. So I guess that's what this book is going to be about. Misery, Spawn, adopted daughter, stepdaughter. Yeah, stepdaughter, I guess. Powers. And then last but not least, we have Spawn 354. Spawn's still doing his thing. Spawn's still getting his butt kicked. We find out the symbiote suit is slowly deteriorating, right? It's not as powerful as it used to be. We have a brief appearance of Misery in here. Got this cool Puppeteer Lee cover. Spawn's cool. $2.99. Pick it up. Read it. Spawn is doing his best to kick butt against the vampires and the demons still left on Earth after the events of Spawn 350 that left everybody pretty much powerless, except for this one character in this book who has powers. Oh, and the vampires still have powers. But it's cool. It's a really kick butt, action-packed book, and that's why we dig Spawn. All right, comic fans, that was my new comic book day haul plus 50 centers. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. All right, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. Peace. Deuces. So every week when we do 50 centers, we have a theme, and this week's theme is going to be I picked up some ratio variants, and we're going to get it all.